Marco Dominic Gonzalez, June 8, 2014, 09:37 a.m. I'm on video, I believe. I'm on video 14. I'm watching the French Open. I'm not really watching, I'm making videos. I'm hoping actually that if Djokovic wins this set, they'll go into a fifth set and I can enjoy tennis. I just started to make videos because I was drinking a beer that's actually 4 years old, of a beer allegedly the same beer. I'm not sure. I can't even corroborate that. Only video evidence will corroborate that. Of a beer that I'm alleging to have been unpackaged and a chemical in place. And it lasted, I guess, 5-6 hours. Dude, I've never had a beer buzz last that long, man. I've never had a hard alcohol buzz last that long, so I'm having issues. But then when I had another beer incident that I was actually investigating, and then I said, wait a minute, they repealed laws in Arizona so they could make it legal to unpackage beer and wine and spirits and that kind of thing. I got a lot of questions. And it was also done illegally in Arizona. Even it states on the liquor board website that it was not done by the law, repealing the law. Which means illegal. So you illegally repeal the law, and it has to be made public, meaning common knowledge. People have to know, wait a minute, the government can actually unpackage beer, spirits, and wine. And it was not made public. So, there's too many things. Again, these are charges against state and city, but the state could say that the federal government induced us to do it. And I believe you, because I believe this is, obviously, I can't go from state to state without it being federal. And again, against the government, those are kidnapping charges and false imprisonment charges. Forcing a citizen into poverty is a communist charge. And I'm going to take it now over 5 years to, it's also fascist. These are punishable by an international court, not just the court in the United States of America. So an international court could bring charges against the United States government for fascism and communism, because we're supposed to be a free country and we're supposed to represent freedom. And we violated the utmost violation of freedom. So an international court could bring charges against the USA. They're saying, wait a minute, you're supposed to represent freedom, but you represented communism and fascism. And then, again, litigation, I want to go after everyone. Intent and accessory. Civil settlement, I want one. To be in, who created the most propaganda and lied to the... You would have to lie to a liberal president, because I cannot... When I watch Obama's decision-making over 5 years, it's hard for me to believe he would allow a man to be tortured. It was just hard for me to believe it. I don't care if people say that he did. I want to know what is the rumor, what is the truth, what is the official truth, what's the unofficial truth, and then who's going to be... It has to stop somewhere, so someone has to be responsible. Just like in this VA case. The secretary, and again, I don't like to, at this point, because of what's happened to me, and I'm in a Republican state, I don't like to advocate for any Republican. But the secretary is a Republican, and he can only know what's told to him. If the system's not designed to where he can ever get the truth, it's not his fault. He's the general. It's like, how do you know if someone's giving you a report that is false? Are you asking for the report? We don't get this on the news. This is like me as the sergeant saying, well, are you asking for the report on waiting lists? Are you asking for the report on the late 80s, meningitis and staph infections? People are leaving and dying. Are you asking for the report? What solves the problem that you know from your own intellect to solve a problem? If you're doing that, you're not liable, man. So I would tell that secretary, why did you step down? If you're getting the information that you know to get, it's not your fault. It stops somewhere. And I would be very upset with that secretary. I don't care if you're Republican or liberal. It's about solving the problem, not knowing the problem.